When my multi-millionaire friend ate $50 worth of my sushi and then lectured me about the wasteful cost of my shoes, I realized it was time to teach him a lesson about the true cost of minimalism. You see, we have this friend in our group. Let's call him Dr. Dave. Dave is a specialist in his 50s. He is easily the wealthiest person we know. He went to school on a full scholarship, has zero debt, and makes an insane amount of money. But Dave has a lifestyle. He calls it minimalism. I call it being the biggest mooch on the planet. He lives in a tiny studio apartment with a mattress on the floor because furniture is a distraction. Good for him, right? Except he applies this logic to everyone else's money too. In our friend group, we host a lot of potlucks. The rule is simple. Bring a dish to share, or at least bring a bottle of wine. Dave shows up to every single party empty-handed, not even a bag of ice. He walks in, heads straight for the most expensive items, the charcuterie, the craft beer, the steaks, and devours them. He enjoys the luxury he refuses to pay for. But that's not even the part that made me snap. The part that made me snap is his mouth. Last Saturday, I hosted a dinner. I spent 3 days prepping. I bought a nice new dress for the occasion and treated myself to a pair of name brand heels I'd been saving up for. Dave walked in, didn't say hello, and immediately looked at my feet. Why would you waste money on those? He sneered. They're just going to get scuffed. You know, consumerism is a disease. Then, he walked over to the table and loaded his plate with the prime rib I paid for. Later that night, we were doing a gift exchange. I had bought Dave a really nice, high-quality fountain pen because I know he writes a lot of prescriptions. He opened it, looked at me with disgust, and said, I can write with a 10-cent Bic. This is just vanity. Why do you always feel the need to waste money on gifts? The whole room went silent. Our other friends usually just laugh it off because that's just Dave, but I was done. If he wanted to live a life free of wasteful things, I was going to help him. His birthday was coming up in 4 days. Usually, we go out to a nice restaurant and we all split the bill for him. But this year, I sent a text to the group chat excluding him. I am hosting Dave's birthday. I have a special theme plan to honor his lifestyle. The night of the party, everyone arrived. I had cooked a massive feast. Lasagna, garlic bread, tiramisu, expensive wine. The works. Dave walked in, rubbing his hands together. Smells great, he said. We all sat down at the dining table. I started serving the food. I put a heaping slice of lasagna on my husband's plate, my friend Sarah's plate, and everyone else's. Then I got to Dave. I placed a single, pristine white paper plate in front of him, empty. Then I placed a plastic cup of tap water next to it. He looked at me, confused. Did you run out? No, I smiled, sitting down with my own full plate. I've been listening to you, Dave. You're always telling me how much you hate waste, how food is just fuel and fancy meals are unnecessary. And you hated that pen I bought you because gifts are just vanity, right? The table was dead silent. I continued, so for your birthday, I didn't want to offend you with my wasteful spending. I decided to give you the gift of true minimalism. Everyone else here contributed to the grocery bill for this meal. Since you didn't, and you think spending money is stupid, I didn't spend a dime on you. He turned bright red. This is ridiculous. I'm a guest. No, I said, cutting into my lasagna. Guests bring wine. Guests say thank you. Mooches get tap water. He stood up, looking around the table for support. But for the first time, nobody defended him. They were all too busy enjoying the food they had actually chipped in for. He stormed out, slamming the door. He hasn't come to a group dinner since. We still hang out with him occasionally, but it's funny. Ever since that night, whenever he sees me wearing new shoes, he keeps his mouth shut. Sometimes the best way to deal with a minimalist is to give them exactly nothing.